I'm at Detectival. It's Friday morning. It's just about to come to 9 o'clock. Making my way up to the start area, and yeah, I will speak to you when I get up there. Right, we started. This is what the biggest rally looks like ever. Just loads of people out. I haven't done it yet. I'm making my way to a certain spot, and I'll see you on my first find. Sorry about the wind. Right, I've just found my first target. It's a George V 1p. Not going to clean it, I'm just going to carry on. Right, see you on the next. Right, next target, I just found a button, military button. It's got a bit of a dent in it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got no shank on the back. Oh no, it has got shank on the back. It's just sunk in. Right, on to the next. Right, number 2 button. This was right next to it. It was literally on the surface. It's got no back though, this one. Right, on to the next. Sweet. Right, literally next target after them buttons, and it's silver. I think it could be a Gothic Queen Elizabeth. I've seen these before. I'm not going to rub it and try and clean it, but looking at the text, like the font type going around the edge, it looks like it is. It's got a bit of a dink in it, but yeah, first silver of the day in the first half hour. Awesome.
Oh my god. I really should have savored this moment of finding a silver coin. This would be my one and only. Oh well. Dog arse.
Right, I've come away. I was all the way over in the corner of that field. I'm heading down this sort of path towards, there's a church over there. Loads of people still out. That's the marquee area. My tent's sort of down in between those two woods. It's a really nice day. There's clouds building up, but doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. It might rain tonight. But yeah, I haven't actually had any decent signals all the way up here. It's quite a clean field. There's hardly any rubbish, and I've only found 2 shotgun cartridges in about 800 meters. So yeah, not bad. Right, on to the next. Right, next find after about another hour of nothing but lead. This, whatever it is. So it's 11 o'clock. There's still, everyone's still out doing their thing. I'm having a hobnob biscuit and a drink. Yeah, it's quite quiet still. I'm hoping to find some. I know there's a busy section back over that way. There's a scheduled monument over there. Down in that little green area, which we're not allowed to go on, but it's quite dead around it. It's not even busy with iron, so I don't know what that's all about. So yeah, I'm going to go back over, like right over. There's a field right at the back. I don't know if you can see. There's like a big barn thing down there where the trees are on the horizon. I'm going to go up there, see what's about down there, but I'm going to have a break first. Right, see you in a bit. Right, next target. I think I found a grotty Roman coin. Feels like it's Roman, looks the right kind of uneven shape to be Roman. Yeah, I'm going to say that's Roman. Sweet, I'm going to stick around this little section then. Right, after about another 2 hours out finding some little scrappy bits of lead, nothing much, I've come across this. I've not looked at it yet. I think it's going to be a Roman coin. Looking that way. Yeah, I think so. There's nothing left on it, I don't think. Doesn't feel like there's anything on it. No. It is very gone. Oh, you can see the little bit around the edge. But other than that, not a lot else. Right, if I find anything else before I give up, and oh, sorry, someone was just talking to me quickly. Right, if I find anything else, I'll let you know. Bye bye. Right, it's 4:30. I'm done. Right guys, it's Saturday morning. I'm having a bit of breakfast, eating some cake, nice healthy choice for the morning. And the weather's not looking too great outside. It might stop raining, but it's been on and off all morning. It's 7:30 now, well 20 to 8. The next one begins at 9 o'clock. I think Minelab are releasing their latest metal detector today. Don't know what they're doing, but they're apparently doing something, maybe with an aeroplane dropping something out of the sky, or a drone or something, I'm not sure. But if I get out there in time, I'll video that. There's a couple of new fields being opened up today, and they're quite a distance away walking, so a lot of people that go over there, they're going to have to take what they want with them, because I can't see many people wanting to leave there and come back and then go back again. It's a long old trek, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm just charging up some little bits and bobs, and then I'll be out. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, first signal, day 2, and it's a button. It's a weird, funky looking button. This bit sort of moves around in it. But yeah, first signal, right. Right, I had to go back to the car because like 2 signals in finding the button and my headphones broke, which is beautiful. But I've bought these temporary ones. I've had these before. They don't last too long, but they're going to get me through the rest of it. I'm going to go back out there and meet up with Jackie and John, Jet Ski John and Jackie Smith on YouTube. And we're going to go over to one of the fields we haven't done together, and I'll see you down there. Right, first signal on the new field, and it is a button. This is for the Grim Bleeper. Sorry you couldn't be here. This button's for you, mate. Right, on to the next. Right, I've moved back up to the kind of areas where I've found 2 Roman grotty coins. I just found this. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's something Roman. It looks like it's got some detail around the edges. It feels quite old. It's quite smooth. Right, so it's last day, it's Sunday. Loads of people have already left already. I'm going to be going in a minute. I'm just heading down to John and Jackie's van to say goodbye to them. Go and say goodbye to Harry from iDetect and some other people. And then I'm going to be getting in my car and going home. I'm not detecting today. It's been alright here, but I don't fancy getting out there and walking for another 10 miles for 3 signals. Just nice to be out here, really. Right, so I said goodbye to everyone, just in the car now, just about to go. I'm waiting for the car down there that's stuck in the mud. Waiting for someone to come and bring some hay bales down or something and clear the way, and then we are en route. Where are we now? Yeah, so we're Whitney, which is where the sort of Detectival was held, just off the town of Whitney in Oxford. And then I've got to shoot all the way back down to Kent. So yeah, a little bit of a trek. Reckons I'll be home about 12:30, but I'd say probably 1 o'clock. Right, so I'm back home from Detectable now. I've taken my headphones apart, so I really can't be dealing with knowing they're broken. So basically this popped off, and then the speaker was poking through the sponge to keep it protected, like floating around here. And what's happened is the white cable and the black cable now have snapped off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this back, redo it, and solder them all back on using this soldering iron. 450 degrees Celsius it goes up to. Just got it around about 400. That's all we need for that. Even that's a bit high, but it's not going on anything too dainty. They're quite big joints on there. So right, while I'm doing that, I actually cleaned the minimum fines that I found at Detective already. So I thought I'd show them now quickly, starting with all the finds that everyone found something like this. A musket ball that's been fired and flat. I've got these two little flat buttons. Don't know if they're going to focus. Yeah. So 2 flat buttons. This is like a 2-piece button. I mean, this bit floats but doesn't come out. It doesn't fall out. It kind of jumbles around. Looks like it's silver plate on the front. There you go. So that's what that looks like, which is alright. It's different type button. Then we've got another button with a star on it. That was that one. And the back's got a bit of the shank left in it. So that was that. And then moving on to some more buttons. I found these right next to each other. These have both got GR and the crown. One's complete and the other one's got the back popped out, missing off of it. But yeah, they're alright. Just washed them so a little bit wet still. Coin wise, we go from new to old. So I've got a 1919 1 penny with George V portrait on there. Going a little bit sort of rusting and bubbling up, but still a coin, not grumbling compared to finding nothing. It's okay. And then my 2 Roman coins, which don't show anything on them, but you can feel that there was a bust in the middle of them both. You can see the colours pretty much identical, the patina and the way they've been eaten up in the ground. Both odd shaped, both the same kind of thicknessy type coins. So yeah, two of those. And then finally we got the Gothic florin, which was my best find really. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's the Gothic florin. It's got a little bit of a bend in it, but nothing a bit of heat and a rolling pin won't sort out. Let's turn around. It doesn't really, because I've never found one of these before, the head doesn't look like Queen Victoria, but she's wearing like a weird crown and stuff. It's weird. Weird. But yeah, that's what that is. Something totally irrelevant, but I don't know if anyone knows what type of stone this is, but it's basically it's two stones that have infused together under pressure over time. But they're so smooth, they're like, I don't know if it's like knife sharpening stone, it feels like that kind of stone. But yeah, I saw it in the ground and it looked really weird. And it just got such a nice, it's just really smooth, like smooth. So I kept that as a momentum of the ground. Right, I'm going to get on and do this soldering, and yeah, I shall see you in my next video with some headphones at work. Cheers, bye bye. Right, it's Sunday morning. It's about 10 degrees at the moment, but it was quite warm yesterday, so it's going to be relatively warm today. There's no real clouds in the sky at the minute. Out with a friend, and we're going to be going out over here. The land's been raked. It's not really been ploughed, it's just a light raking. Seeds aren't in the ground yet, so we're going to see what we can find for a few hours, and I'll catch you on the first find. Just thought I'd mention, I spoke to Aqua Chica while I was at Detectival, and he kind of told me that it's not all about finds. You know, when you go out and you're doing these videos, there's no point trying to make videos every time you go out and find something absolutely stunning, amazing, because it's just unrealistic. So he said, you know, just video nature, video things that you find interesting, which is what he does. So yeah, I kind of thought my time there, I didn't really do much videoing, which was a bit silly of me really, because there was plenty of opportunity to video other things, even down to new metal detectors that were there. I could have done videos on other things like that, but I didn't bother. So yeah, I kind of learnt a little lesson there to go out metal detector, and if I see anything interesting I'll video it. So I'll try changing up my channel a little bit, not too much, obviously it's going to be just about metal detecting really. I might show a few things around, like where I live and that, on other days. If I don't you know, have a successful hunt, I'll add some extra bits in it to make it a bit more interesting. Anyway, I'm going to get out there. Aaron's already on his first target, so I want to find something too, so I'm going to get cracking. I'll see you on the first find. Right, just come across to Aaron's first find, and he's only found a bucket lister of mine that I haven't even ever found. He's found a Jew's harp, which is seriously cool in my opinion, because something I want to find. He's beating me to it. Well, that's what a Jew's harp looks like. I think it should be a little bit longer, but Aaron was like, what's a Jew's harp? It's a tight man's instrument who couldn't afford something big with loads of strings. So you just put it in your mouth and twang it. But yeah, right, I'm going to go and find something now. Right, after about my fourth scrap bit of lead, I found a square buckle. I thought I'd show it because I'm not finding too much at the minute. But I've just got up onto the high ground, so it should start getting busy now. Right, on to the next. First decent signal up on the flat high ground, and we just come up with this. Check this out. Looks pretty sexy. Not sure what it's part of yet, but it's flat on the back, and yeah, it's got some nice pattern work. It looks almost Saxony design. Not sure though. Not sure, but it's definitely a keeper. Yo, right, we got a coin situation. Not sure what it is yet, just seen it. Let's get my glove off. Looks like George the Second, maybe. That kind of edge. I think that's what it's going to be. Yes. There's not going to be much left on that. Yeah, I see the bus slowly coming through. Yeah, that's George's second halfpenny. Cool. Hello, right, next signal we got a button. And it's a big old flat kind of dandy button. Nothing too fancy, but it's a button. Right, next find. I don't know exactly what this is, but it feels old. Looks old. There's some decorative part of a something or other. That's what it is. One of them. Dug a coin out of the ground. It looks like it's made of copper, but it's some sort of thin hammered coin. But the inscription on it almost looks like Arabic. I'm not sure, it's just the side that I'm looking at it. I don't know what it is. The back, it's got something on it. Maybe when it dries up it'll reveal some more. But it looks promising, right. We've got another coin situation, and it looks like another George II. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a date off it, but that's Britannia. The date would be down there, but damn, some better days as. Anyway, right, on to the next. Right, last signal for me for the day. It's lunchtime, but we just popped out another George II halfpenny. Still nothing on the back really to detail it, but definitely George II. Right, I'll see you at the roundup. Ta-da! I found loads of George II halfpennies. There's one there, so they're really not in very good condition, any of them. This was probably the best one. Not much on them at all detail. There's enough to make out the two up by the head, and the fact that the bust is facing to the left on all of these. That's another one. And then this smaller one is George the First, because I found some of them before. I know the size of that. And this one's got absolutely nothing on it at all. And this one is the same size as some of these George II, but I don't think it is, because it's a slightly different shape hairline, but nothing on it to exactly what that is. It could be. It's just very, very warm. Now my weirdest find is this coin. I'll show you some better pictures of it, and yeah, it's got some weird pattern on it. I've never seen it. I don't know if it's foreign. I don't know if it's like some medieval Saxony hammered coin, or whether it's just a big kind of large hammered farthing token. But it's got like a weird thing. The only thing, it looks to me like it says FW, but I don't think that is it. It's just the lines at the bottom that throw me, because that's the kind of thing they did on sort of Saxony Viking designs. But yeah, I never know with that one. Not a clue. Then we got this weird lump. It's quite heavy. Don't know what that was off. It's worked with a hole in it with no thread. Some usual bullets, 303 casings, a square buckle, 2 token rings. This solid, and I mean solid, bit of round kind of pot, I guess, by the edge of that. Musket ball that's flattened. This little ring. Don't know if that's a spindle well. It's quite small. It's probably a dress weight. And this little medievally type mount thing. Not really looked it up, but I'm sure I've seen something in a book before with these. I'm sure it's something medievally type thing. A little kind of watch strap back buckle, spoon. This little weird bit with an iron pin going through it. Not quite sure what that was. Star find is this. It's got such a nice ornate design on it, but not 100% sure on the age, but the feel of it, it feels pretty old. It feels pretty medievally type feeling to it, but I could be wrong. But that's the shape of it from the side. This bit kind of lifts up. Not sure on that. Not sure. And then we got some big square nails. And this, not sure what this was. Again, it's got a weird shape. It's got like a pivotal bit on it. And then loads of bits of lead. And that was it. Not too long out there. Did do a couple of hours. Hope to get back out next weekend and see if I can find something better. Having a bit of a dry spout on the hammered coins, but still having fun nonetheless. Right, I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Until then, goodbye and good luck out there. Ta-da. I dig the high tone.